poker player. Anyway, I wanted to ask you very quickly on a topic that we've discussed before, which is the excessive use of force by the Israeli army, Israeli law enforcement authorities, and the
Yeah.
confrontation with the Palestinian youth. Now, thus far, there's been like 120 Palestinians, but mainly teens. Now, drawing on the lesson from London just the other day, when a knife-wielding terrorist was basically subdued by a taser, wouldn't it be more prudent for the Israelis to use such methods in subduing these kids instead of turning them into martyrs and basically just, accelerating and fanning the flames and so on? Wouldn't it be better to use methods like this to sort of neutralize these would-be knife-wielding?
I think so two points here. One, as you know, I'm not going to get into
Right.
characterizing
Right.
every incident or every word that's uttered. We've been very clear that we want incitement to stop and for the violence to stop. To your question, what
Right.
needs to happen
Right.
is the violence needs to stop. The killing of innocent people needs to stop. And there's a role here for both sides. The secretary spoke very eloquently to that on Saturday at the Saban Forum, and that's really what needs to happen here. I'm just not going to make it a practice to get into
Right.
debating or discussing each and every tactic used by security forces on this. What I can tell you is we want the violence to stop so that people can start to move forward, meaningfully move forward towards trying to get to a two-state solution.
I understand that the violence needs to stop, but I guess my question to you is, you would prefer if you saw a situation where less lethal force was used to achieve the same results, basically, would you?
Again, I'm not going to get into a debate about individual acts or individual decisions made on this. We've long said, Israel has a right to defend itself. The Israeli government has a serious responsibility, just as the one we were talking about here earlier, about the United States, a serious responsibility to look after the safety and security of the Israeli people. And that's a responsibility we know they take seriously. I'm not going to get into parsing every way in which they go about ensuring that security. What we want to see, and we need to, everybody take 10 steps back, breathe deeply, and try to look at what we need to see long term, and that's affirmative steps and actions, including rhetoric by both sides, to move forward to get us closer to a two-state solution. That's what really needs to happen here. And that means the violence has to stop, and the killing of innocent people has to stop. Lucas.